All right. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another deep dive with yours truly.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to be back with you again.
So for today's deep dive, we're going to be looking at a really fun story. And I think this one is particularly great for all of our younger listeners out there.
Looking forward to it.
Now, this story is called The Great Indoor Snowball Fight. And it's all about these two siblings, Mia and Ethan. And they figure out a really cool way to have fun on a day when they're stuck inside because it's snowing outside. Yeah. So,
That's familiar.
yeah, it does, right? Happens to the best of us,
Especially this time of year.
this time of year especially. And, we all know that feeling of wanting to go outside and play and just have a blast.
Yeah.
But sometimes the weather just doesn't cooperate.
Right?
So this is a great story for when you're in those situations.
Yeah. And I think there's a good lesson in here about, even when things aren't ideal or exactly how we want them, we can always find ways to have fun.
Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. So let's dive right into the story.
Let's do.
So the story starts off, and it's a snowy day. And Mia and Ethan are inside, and they're just kind of staring out the window, watching those snowflakes fall, and they're bored.
I can picture it.
Can't you just picture it? They're just like, ugh, we're stuck inside.
You've probably already gone through all the board games and
Right. They've exhausted every toy they can find.
yeah, they're looking for something new.
Exactly. And that's when Ethan comes up with a brilliant idea.
Ooh, what is it?
He says to Mia, hey, let's have a snowball fight inside.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I know, right?
A snowball fight inside.
Exactly. But here's the thing. There's no snow inside.
Right. Well, obviously, but
That's where the magic of imagination comes in.
uh-huh. I see where this is going.
What do you think they do?
Well, if the title is any indication, I'm guessing they find some indoor snowballs.
You got it. Ethan gets this really fun idea to use socks as snowballs.
Socks. That's brilliant.
Isn't that so creative?
Yeah. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's the perfect shape for throwing, and it's not going to break anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's something that everyone's got in their house.
Right. You don't have to go out and buy anything special.
Exactly.
Just raid the laundry basket.
Exactly. So they start gathering up all these socks,
Hmm.
and they're rolling them up into these little sock snowballs.
I bet they're giggling the whole time.
I'm sure they were having a blast, and then they start throwing them at each other.
All right, now we're talking.
The story describes them running around the house, dodging and weaving, hiding behind furniture.
Furniture fortresses. Classic.
Right, like little ninjas,
Love it.
and they're just having the best time.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how you turn a boring day into an adventure.
Exactly. And you know what? This part of the story always reminds me of how important it is to just let loose and have fun. Like sometimes we get so caught up in the rules or, we're worried about making a mess.
Yeah, we forget to just be kids.
Right. But kids, they just know how to have fun.
Exactly. And we can learn a lot from them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the story.
Okay.
So in the middle of all this sock snowball chaos, their mom walks in. Now you might think she's going to be upset.
Think so. Yeah, with all those socks flying around.
But you know what?
Yeah.
She isn't.
Really?
Nope. She sees how much fun they're having and she smiles.
That's awesome.
And then she does something even better.
Oh, what's that?
She joins in on the fun.
No way.
Yes, way. And she comes up with this awesome idea.
All right, what is it?
She says, okay,
Yeah.
let's see who can collect the most sock snowballs. And then we're going to count them.
Oh, that's clever.
Right.
Turning playtime into a learning opportunity.
Exactly. Sneaking in a little math
I
lesson.
love it.
So Mia and Ethan, they stop throwing the socks for a minute. And they start running around the house gathering up all those sock snowballs.
I bet they were fast.
Oh, I bet they were like little sock hunting detectives.
Totally.
And they pile them all up in a big heap.
Okay, so the big question is, who collected the most?
Well, you have to wait and
Oh,
see.
you're going to keep me in suspense.
Maybe. But first, we got to count those socks right.
Right, of course.
So they start counting one by one. And guess what? They had used a whole bunch of socks for their snowball fight.
How many?
27.
Wow, 27 sock snowballs.
That's a lot of socks.
That's impressive and a lot of fun.
I know, right?
So who won?
Well, the story doesn't actually say who collected the most.
Oh, come on.
I know, but I think the real point is that they both had a blast.
That's a good point.
Right. They turned a boring, snowy day into this amazing indoor snowball fight.
And they got some exercise.
Yes. And they practiced their counting skills.
And most importantly, they used their imaginations.
You got it. So what do you think our listeners out there can learn from Mia and Ethan?
Well, I think the biggest takeaway is that you don't need a lot of fancy toys or gadgets to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the simplest things can be the most fun.
Right.
Like socks.
Like socks. And sometimes the best adventures happen right in your own home. So next time you're stuck inside on a rainy day or a snowy day or even just a regular day, remember Mia and Ethan and their great indoor snowball fight.
And don't forget to use your imagination.
That's the most important part.
And maybe count some socks while you're at it.
That too.
All right, well, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling inspired to go find some socks and start a snowball fight right now.
Me too. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.